Hi guys, today's video is going to be a decorating video in my living room. I am going to try to transform this space a little bit for Valentine's Day. I've actually decided to go with the color red, which I've kind of been preaching all January that my favorite Valentine's Day color to use is pink, which it is, but for some reason I think I'm just gonna go in the red direction. So I'm gonna share with you guys, obviously, how I'm decorating like each space between the fireplace mantle, side tables, even my TV console area, as well as the couch. Yeah, so all kinds of different spaces in here. Probably going to be using some Dollar Tree decor and DIYs that I've done as well. So I'll link my Dollar Tree Valentine's Day DIY video down below that I did for 2021. But just a reminder, I do have a Valentine's Day playlist where there's a lot of like past Dollar Tree DIYs that you guys can follow along with if you are looking for some, you know, decor DIY inspiration. So I'll link the playlist down below as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a before shot so that we can kind of see a transformation at the end of this video. So let's go ahead and decorate. Area that I want to tackle is going to be the couch. It definitely needs some fluffing, plus I'm going to be changing out the pillow covers, and I feel like the reason why I want to do this first is because I know that what I'm putting on the couch I'm keeping, if that makes sense. So meaning I'm not going to edit later and pull anything back. That way I can kind of respond with the other areas kind of based off of how much red, how much Valentine's Day is kind of going on over here. I'm actually going to be repurposing, I guess you could say, some things that I used for Christmas time. So the first one being this red blanket, so we're going to use that, and I'm also going to be using these pillow covers as well that I used for Christmas time. I got these off of Amazon. This is exactly what I've been talking about from a decorating perspective of how great it is to use pillow covers. They're also pretty inexpensive off of Amazon as well, and this one's really, really soft. I think this color is going to work really well with the shades of red that I'm going to be using for this video. So I've got 4 of these, and we're going to be recovering all of the green and I believe the white as well. So those colors are going to go. And then my 2 new pillow covers that I got from Amazon are these that have that like burlap farmhouse look. I may just end up using one. I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out, but I got these in a pack of 4, and I just pulled these 2 aside because they were the ones without a red background. The other 2 were all red, and they didn't exactly match the shade to those 4 that I just showed you. So I'm going to go ahead and fluff the couch first, and then we're going to get the pillow covers switched out. So I am done with the couch. As you can see, there's not a lot of pillows going on. This is a pretty large couch, and I think adding more pillows can definitely give it a really nice cozy factor, but I've decided I don't want to go over the top with Valentine's Day, so I'm just kind of trying to keep the couch as simple and minimal as possible. So in the end, I just have the 4 red pillows, and for the center pillow, I decided to go with the one with the 14 number. I just think that it was really, really pretty, and I don't think I'm gonna have anything else in this space with like the Valentine's Day date on it, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and use this one. So I could end up adding like maybe a white pillow or something later, but for now, I think I'm definitely just going to keep it like this. You can see that I added this throw blanket here on the end of this ottoman, and I really like it because I think it definitely brings the red out a little bit more because that is going to be the signature color in this space. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna come back to this later because right now I don't actually know how I'm going to treat this end table. So yeah, we're gonna table it for now, but let's go ahead and work on the ladder. I have this piece right here, which I got from Hobby Lobby. It's a cute sign. It was $9.99, but 40% off. Did I get this? Yeah, I got this at Hobby Lobby, but Valentine's Day is 40% off. So I guess around $6-ish. It says kissing booth, and I thought that it could actually look really cute if I add it to this wreath right here, kind of like this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab some twine, and I'm gonna try to secure this somehow into this ladder here. I really love how this looks. I also think it's absolutely hilarious that the sign is pointing to my bedroom, so that makes this sign a complete, utter lie. But we're not here to discuss that, are we? So I think it's such a cute little sign, and then all I did was take some twine. It's tied in a bow, so it kind of looks a little bit, yeah, but it's fine because from far away you can't actually see that. And I really love how this space turned out as well. Again, trying to keep it simple. I could add some things here to these little shelves, but they are slanted. So I don't know how I would really add anything. I did make a Dollar Tree canvas sign, and in that DIY, it actually laid kind of on the outside here, which was really pretty, but I'm not doing pink in this area. So I just think adding this is just perfect. It kind of looks like this whole thing just was sold together in one piece of decor, but they're all 3 separate pieces. I got this ladder off of Amazon. I got the wreath. Where did I get the wreath? Was it from Hobby Lobby? I'm not sure. I also did a video where I made over this entire living room space where I added these lanterns and such, so I'll link that video down below. Maybe I mentioned this wreath in there. It's probably from Hobby Lobby. So anyways, yeah, looks really cute. And now I want to go ahead and move on to this section because I want to focus on this wall now. So we're going to tackle all of this and let's get started. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love a good garland. I love the greenery. And when I was thinking about how I wanted to decorate this space, I knew that I wanted some sort of like rose garland going on right here. And I was actually inspired by a specific garland at Hobby Lobby, but I decided to pass up on it because it was a little bit more expensive. And I decided to kind of cheat my way or do a hack into creating my own rose garland. So the one at Hobby Lobby was beautiful, had gorgeous giant like blush baby pink fluff roses on it, super pretty. And then I thought, let me see if I can do this kind of on a cheaper scale. So this one was $80, but it was 50% off. So I got it for $40. So as you can see, it looks like this, just to show you guys some up close. But I still wanted it to be a little bit more full than what this looks like. And I'll show you guys how we're gonna do that. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and get this down over here. Actually, I want to turn it around like this, because I think this way it naturally falls forward. I picked these extra little like picks from Hobby Lobby, and they're actually some of my favorite. I think they're kind of like a boxwood style. I'm not really sure what these are called. They were $7.99 but 50% off, so I paid $4 for each, and all I did was I just got 3 of them. At first I just thought I was gonna kind of pluck little like branches off and then stick them, but I think I'm actually gonna fill these in whole as one entire pick. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove the price tag off, and just to kind of show you guys what I mean, I'm going to just fluff this a little bit, kind of get, yeah, spread those out, and then I'm going to pick an area that seems a little bit not as full, and I'm just going to kind of tuck this in here. So you can see where I added it right here. I think there is a spot right in here for another one. That's looking a little wild. Hang on a second. There we go. That looks nice, and we have one more to work with. So with this one, I think I'm actually going to bring it in the front. I think I need one right about here. So we're going to do that. So here's my hack. I got this little piece of garland from Hobby Lobby. It was $9.99 but 50% off because floral was on sale this week. Basically, we're going to take this and we're gonna add it into here. And I'm gonna try to do this in a way where it's kind of like curving in to the spaces that are a little bit more sparse than the others. And then, yeah, and then just kind of make it look like the roses are just kind of growing through this vine here. Add it all the way to the end. I'm gonna remove the tag off. And I'm going to try to turn this so that we can actually see the roses a little bit better. Alright, going to stand over here so you guys don't have to see the glare in the TV from the window behind. But here is what the garland is looking like. Now, I do have the tulips here and there, and I was actually going to do red tulips as well, but I really like just the white, and I know maybe, you know, someone's thinking remove the tulips and just kind of keep this, but I actually really love all the greenery and all the floral. I think it's just my vibe, and it just makes me kind of feel like I'm out in a field of beautiful flowers, so I really like it. However, for now we're going to go ahead and move on from this spot. But I might come back and address those lanterns with some red roses. But first, I want to go ahead and show you guys an up-close shot of this, just so that you can see. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to kind of rotate these out the way that these lay, but it's really, really pretty, and I love how this turned out. One of my favorite ways to use Dollar Tree decor is by adding these little heart picks that are from Dollar Tree into my existing wreaths that I have just from an everyday perspective. I think it's a really beautiful way to make it look like I bought that wreath the way that it was for Valentine's Day, but also still being able to constantly use this wreath throughout the season. So by doing that, how to do that is I take these picks and then I just place them into the wreath. I don't glue them in, I don't do any of that, because again, I want to be able to use this wreath interchangeably throughout the seasons and holidays, etc. However, if you want to make yourself a permanent wreath, especially if you're going to do this for like an outdoor wreath for your front door, you might want to consider having a Valentine's Day isolated wreath and glue these down, just because the wind might mess with them, blow them over kind of thing, because they are kind of placed in delicately. So that would be my tip for you in case you want to do this same concept for a front door wreath. So I think I'm actually going to use pink in this instance. I'm not entirely sure, but I do have a pink pick and a red pick. And I also love the different sizes as well. So, and I'm just going to start placing them into this wreath. Let's see, I might have to adjust the length of some of these because this wreath is a little small. We've got the picks in there and I love it. I definitely think that walking in here, I look at this and I just automatically see Valentine's Day. So already looking really pretty, and I could just essentially leave this space just kind of cut and dry, if you will, just like this. I think it's really beautiful. I think it sends the message, but I think I'm gonna try some other pieces of decor and see what I think, or I might just end up leaving it pretty simple. I have this banner right here that I made from my Dollar Tree DIY materials. It's that video that I mentioned earlier that I'm linking down below for you guys. So if you're wondering how I put this together, there's a full tutorial on it. And it was originally staged on this console table back here, but I think I want to try it right here on this fireplace mantle. The reason why I want to do that is because the hearts are white, and I think that it just still kind of keeps this space looking a little bit more clean and not as cluttery, I guess you could say, just because the hearts do blend in with the fireplace mantle. Plus we've got the red love, and I think that's really cute. And I think I need something with like words over in this section. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the mantle and see what it looks like all together. All right, to do this, I'm simply adding a little piece of tape over here, and then I'm gonna add my candlestick on top so that we don't see where that tape is at. I think you guys are a little bit crooked, so sorry about that. But the next thing I want to take care of is going to be this basket. I have a blanket that has some yellow colors in it, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this white blanket that I had on hand and just place it over it so that I'm just kind of bringing out more of the red, white, and pink colors that I'm using for Valentine's Day. So I think that looks really nice. I'm just going to kind of tuck the yellow part under here. I'm not trying to cover all of it, but just enough so that this white is kind of what shines through. All right, so far here is where we are at. I actually really love this banner here. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it, but just to show you guys an up close shot of what this looks like. I love how it glitters, so pretty, and all of this is from Dollar Tree. $2 is what that banner costs to make. And then I think adding the heart picks really sells that Valentine's Day for me. And then here is the basket where I just draped the white blanket over the top. For this section here, I actually don't have a clue or a plan. Usually whenever I film my decorating videos, I have an idea, finish to start, of how I'm gonna do things. So let's just see what we can do here to kind of transform this space a little bit. So I'm thinking the first thing I want to do is go ahead and remove the green blanket and this sunflower pillow, because obviously I'm not using sunflowers for here. I think the tulips are fine, and I think the roses are fine because I feel like they go together really well. I don't think sunflowers and roses go together for me. The thing with this area for me is that I don't actually have any decor that I bought nor honestly thought of when it came to this section. So I decided to pull out some little things, and I'll show you what I'm going to attempt to do. But first I think I need to start with a clean canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove these pieces here from the area. I'm going to try a couple different things. So the first one being the set of books. I just went over into my library and pulled books that had anything that looked pink or red, just kind of giving it like those Valentine's Day colors. So these are the books I've pulled, and I'm thinking maybe I could just set them down right about here. And then I also have this piece, which if you've been with me for a while, you probably might remember this. This was actually in my entryway in the last house. But it's just a box with white roses on top. So let's just kind of see what that looks like on top. I'm not actually feeling that, so let's try something else. I have another idea. It's very windy, so if you hear that, it's coming in through the chimney. But I didn't actually end up liking the flowers, so we're gonna try the books again. So I'm just gonna place them right here. So we're gonna do that, and then I have this piece right here, this little green piece, and I'm gonna lay this on top. What I like about this is I'm getting some height, and that was what I was really wanting. So looking cute. But now what I also wanna do is kind of mimic the wreath that I have on the fireplace. So we're gonna take some more of these picks, and we're actually gonna put them inside of this little faux plant here. We're going to start off with some pink ones first. Do this. And then we're going to add some red ones. Like this. Maybe this one. I'll move. I also have this little piece of decor, it says love you more, and I'm thinking maybe somewhere right here, not entirely sure, right there, or like this. This end table right here, I'm still working on from an everyday perspective. I'm going to eventually be replacing this lamp. I think it's just a little too tall for the area, but right now this is just what I have going on in this space. I think before you saw that I had like a little green like boxwood plant going on back here, but I was just placing that just to kind of see what this space would look like with something green. So I went ahead and removed it because it's not like a permanent piece in my decor right now. And I have this left over, so I have just a bunch of these roses here, and I thought, why don't I just keep this as is and maybe place it right here, almost as if, you know, someone came home and brought you a dozen roses and it's just lying right here. You know, it's not in a traditional vase or anything, it's just right here on the table. And I actually really like how it looks. It brings some red to this section right here, which I think this area needs. And I also just kind of like the simplicity of it. You know, it's what I have to work with. Here is an up-close shot of how it turned out. I think it's actually really charming. I love the look of it. I love, again, that we're getting that red because I think that I need it over here. It's pretty simple. I could position this, you know, all kinds of ways, like over here kind of thing. But the reason why I like it in this corner is because I think the red kind of needs to be over here a little bit, plus that leaves me the space, you know, just to put my drink and the last remaining space that I want to add some red to is going to be this console table that's in the back of the living room. So I want to keep this area simple as well, so I'm going to go ahead and use this DIY here from Dollar Tree. I made this and it's in that video link down below. There is black in this, and I'm not really doing like a black gingham, but from a head-on perspective you just kind of see the white and red. And I'm going to go ahead and place this right here just to kind of bring some red to the center of this. And I will pick up the camera and show you guys an up-close shot. And then I have this piece that I pulled out from my Dollar Tree stash. I don't even know if Dollar Tree did this wreath this year. comment down below and let me know, is this in the store? I just can't remember, I wasn't paying attention. But it suddenly dawned on me that this is actually a really great piece that you can just DIY, so many options. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the two reds and keep them separate. They are hanging on by this little like plastic clip right here, so it's super easy. As you can see, I already like took this off before, so that's why it came off so easily. So we're gonna take off a red and then this top red as well. So I'm thinking about just adding them simply like this, just like that. You know, super cute little red hearts. And then we're gonna add this one as well. All right, so we've got the hearts on. It's pretty simple. I'm not gonna add anything to the top this year. Yeah, I'm just trying to go on a more minimal level than I'm used to doing. And I think that this area just has that pop of red that I need. You can kind of see just the rest of the living room there in the reflection, and how well I think that this red serves its purpose in this section. But again, just keeping it ultra simple, not really adding anything to the bottom, not doing a banner of any sort here. And I really like it. I think it's cute. Dollar Tree DIY, I mean, so adorable. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the final look. We've got that sign over there, which I really, really like. And then the red roses there in the center. I think it's so pretty and romantic, and I love that. And also it just kind of flows naturally with all of my green and all of the flowers that I like going on in my house. And then I also really like the simplicity of the fireplace too. At least I like to think that this is simple. I think that this banner was better served here because again, the hearts are white, so it just kind of keeps it from not over cluttering this space to the eye, I suppose. And then I think adding the little picks to the wreath gave it that really nice touch, and that is Dollar Tree picks as well. Yeah, just goes to show, in my opinion, that I think DIYs from Dollar Tree can look really nice, really luxe, expensive even, and I love the way that looks. And then over in this section, again, I just didn't really plan for this, so overall I'm pleased with how this turned out. I think this is another like signature piece that, you know, obviously I'm doing over here on the fireplace. You'll see it again. I'm going to do more decorating videos, so we're going to see the same concept in my entryway, so stay tuned for that. And then just the pink and red books just kind of adds to the color wheel that's going on for January and February. We have the console table. Yeah, really simple, but you know, when you look at it, I don't know, I see Valentine's Day going on there, so really pretty. Because I mean, I already have a lot of decor going on the tabletop. I think adding anything more would have just been a little over the top busy for me. And then when we look at the couch, really I wish you guys could be standing in here so that you can kind of just see more of the space than what the camera is showing you. But I really think that the couch kind of carries everything and kind of, you know, wraps it up in a pretty Valentine's Day bow. Maybe a little bit more pillows would be better served in this section, but I think considering how over the top I went for Christmas, I really just kind of needed this space to be a little bit more simple in terms of like how many things or how many items are kind of going on in the space. Plus I added that green piece back there, and yeah, so I really, really love how simple this turned out. And I honestly can't believe I went with red. But I'm liking it. I really like it. And then, you know, it's pretty simple too over there, but I just love it. Yeah, I really love it. Super charming, and that's it. That's the decorate with me. Hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm just gonna kind of step back, give you guys a view so they can see as much as possible in one shot here. You can just see all of the red peeking out, but unfortunately my camera is dying. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.